In Jude 1:9, it says, "Yet Michael, the archangel, was contending with the devil when he disputed about the body of Moses, dared not bring an accusation against him, a reviling accusation, but said, 'The Lord rebuke you.'" Now, why would Michael, the archangel, and the devil be fighting over the body of Moses? What would be the reason for that? Now, there are a few reasons I believe that the two witnesses are most likely Moses and Elijah. I like that I wrote in my notes, most likely. I'm glad I did that. They did the same miracles that Moses and Elijah did. They're going to turn water into blood. They're going to call down plagues, just like Moses did. They're going to call fire, or they're going to breathe fire. I kind of take it that they call fire and fire consumes them. I don't know if they were like a fire-breathing dragon or not. I've seen pictures of the two witnesses that are like that, and they're burning people up with fire shooting out of their mouths. I don't know that that's what it is, but that they call fire, and because it's cut, they're calling for fire like Elijah did. Remember, they came to arrest Elijah, and Elijah said, "I'm not going with you." And he called fire down from heaven and consumed them. And he did it to the second guy as well. Then the third guy came to arrest him, and the third guy said, "You know what? I'm a family man." And so Elijah said, "All right, I'll go with you." Read the story. That's what happens. So they did the same miracles as they did. Moses turned water into blood and did all kinds of plagues in Egypt. Elijah was taken alive into heaven, so there was no reason to contend for his body because he was still alive. And Michael and Satan contend over the body of Moses. Now, maybe when you think about Moses, you're thinking about Hebrews 9:27, which says, "It is appointed, as it is appointed for men to die once, but after that judgment." And if that were a fast rule, that would definitely rule out Moses from being one of these two guys. However, there are exceptions to that. It's a rule. It's appointed once to man to die, and then comes judgment. And out of all the billions of people that have happened on the earth, to the vast majority of that's the case. But then we've got Jesus raising up from the dead, Lazarus from the dead. I wanted to start it with a Z. I don't know why. Lazarus from the dead, the young girl from the dead. Those people both died twice, right? It's been appointed for one man to die once. Those people all died twice. And so there are exceptions to it. So there's no reason that Moses could not be an exception to coming back to life and dying again, just like it was with these other people that are there. Now, Jesus met with Moses and Elijah on the mountaintop of Transfiguration. And Moses represented the law, and Elijah represented the prophets. And Elijah is considered to be one of the greatest prophets, and Moses is the one who gave the law. Jesus fulfilled the law and the prophets. When Jesus was walking with the two disciples on the Emmaus Road, it says that he told them everything that was written about him in the law and the prophets. And so now you have these two witnesses that do what Moses and Elijah did, and it seems to be a witness or a testimony from the law and the prophets. Now, we're also told that Elijah would come again. We're told in the Old Testament that Elijah is going to come before the great and powerful day of the Lord. And we're also told that John the Baptist came in the spirit and the power of Elijah. But he wasn't Elijah. But he was Elijah. Jesus said this in Matthew 17:10-11, and the disciples asked him, saying, "Why then do the scribes say that Elijah must come first?" Jesus answered and said to them, "Indeed, Elijah is coming first and will restore all things." He said in another place, if you can handle it, John the Baptist is Elijah, but Elijah is going to return first and restore all things. So before Jesus comes back, Elijah's going to come. Now, when you're studying the book of Revelation, where is the best place to plug Elijah in? Because we're not told that Elijah ever showed up, that this was Elijah, where's the best place to plug him in? It would seem to be that it is one of these two witnesses that show up.